This is a video chart presentation at Ucore Rare Metals brought to you by allpennystocks.com. Ucore trades on the Toronto Venture Exchange under the ticker UCU. This was a stock to watch this week. You can see it had a great move yesterday on Monday to kick the week off, up 10%. This has turned into a pure momentum play. We'd like to not only keep this on the watch list to see if it continues its upward movement, but identify a couple things as well. It said this chart might continue its movement this week, identify some support resistance levels. See, leading into this, things we often reference is what to look for in a bottom play or a chart prepared for some movement. Great uptrend in the MACD, heading back towards the zero or the money line. 12 EMA broke through, 26 following right behind it. You want to see that 26 over top of zero. Very similar look to the PPO. See this green line, the positive DI, was actually down in here a little bit farther, really started to take off with the buying pressure. ADX still in a pretty low position. I look for it to break through that level, push its way through 20, get into a pure trend. Of course, with the recent buying pressure, MFI is just a strong move now. All three pushing near 80. But beforehand, see the upward trend that was happening. Higher lows, holding around 50, and there came the stronger move. Accumulation distribution held that baseline. Now it looks like it's going to try and break through the top of that channel and potentially continue to make some higher highs. Shaking money flow. Uptrend, then the breakthrough zero. CCI, even through here and all the way back in through here. Continuing to make some higher lows. Push started, breakthrough zero, and of course then it just took off this last few days. Full stow just showing strong momentum coming into it. But again, beforehand, higher lows. All these rapidly moving indicators tied right in with these longer terms, much slower moving indicators that had nice upward trends going. Similarly, even tracking the longer term RSIs, see trying to make some higher lows, battling that 50 mark that we always talk about, and there comes the long terms pushing through it, showing some real momentum and some real strength coming into the play. See a good support level was established right here on 57, up into 58, but generally through that just whole area, 56, 57, 58. Solid support level, and some resistance established right there through this area, 64, 65. You could even say up in this 66, 67, 68 area, but it never closed up there. The resistance was clearly pretty strong around 65. Of course, that tied in with the 50-day moving average, further adding to the idea of resistance being through there. And a good buying pressure day on Friday got this stock moving, pushed it through the resistance on a big increase in volume, and then there came the follow through yesterday. Of course, gapped right through the 50-day, pulled back over the course of the day, filled the gap, and then closed at the high of the day. Just a very nice looking chart, a double bottom, so to speak. Some people might even call this a triple bottom since it hit back through here. But overall, just a very strong stock with the way it ended the week last week. Now what I'd be looking for is more resistance right here around 78. I'd say it's going to be a pretty tough spot for it as well, especially considering the fact that it's moved from around 58 all the way up to over 75. See, this closed at 76 yesterday. Made almost a 20-cent move over the last 5 trading days. So it's got a pretty good amount of gas behind it right now. It's going to run into this resistance. So you'd want to see volume stay strong to try and take out this resistance. On any sort of pullback, want to see it hold that 65 mark. It was a stronger area of resistance. Of course, blew through it. So now you're looking for higher lows to be established and the upward trend to continue, which will allow these indicators to continue their upward trends and show a lot of strength to this chart and identify this area as a bottom for UCU. You can see it's also breaking through a longer term trend line through here. It looks like the downtrend found itself a halt, and an uptrend is going to try and move forward from here. So in general, just a great chart, good example of what to look for in potential bottoms, and the idea of support holding and a strong move coming off of it. Now it has everything going for it at this point, short-term moving averages underneath it, trying to convert from a bearish chart to a bullish chart by moving over top of these long-term moving averages, and a solid one to watch the progression from here forward to see where it goes. As always, this is merely my interpretation of the Ucore chart. I'm not a financial consultant and strongly encourage you to do your own proper due diligence and consult with a qualified financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. Please visit the allpennystocks.com website to view the full disclaimer disclosure and do not base any investment decisions upon any material found on the website and/or its video chart. No person employed by All Penny Stocks is a registered investment advisor or licensed broker-dealer. Thank you for watching and trade smart.